Should we see an Obi Wan Kenobi Anthology movie? With Rogue One recently being released, I thought to myself of all the possibilities of Star Wars spin-off and anthology movies that will be made in the future. With having a Star Wars movie every single year for a certain amount of time, there is a widespread variety of movies that could be made. We already got the Han Solo anthology movie coming in 2018. I've explained in the past that I think the idea of a Han Solo movie is stupid. I always viewed Han Solo's backstory as a mystery that never needed to be explained. Han Solo is too badass to have his own movie, and besides, no one will ever match the greatness that Harrison Ford presented to the character. But I do think that having an Obi Wan Kenobi anthology movie will be great. It's definitely the anthology movie that I want the most, and I really think it should be the anthology movie after Star Wars Episode 9. I really don't think a Boba Fett movie would be necessary, and I guess you could say it is a little bias on my part that I really do not like the character of Boba Fett to begin with. However, I do feel there's a lot of story to tell with Obi Wan Kenobi. So what story do we tell? Do we tell the story before Phantom Menace? Do we tell the story after Revenge of the Sith? Or do we tell it at another point in the life of Obi-Wan? The actor of Obi-Wan from the prequels, Ewan McGregor, has stated in many interviews that he is definitely willing to reprise his role as Obi Wan Kenobi. My thoughts on Obi-Wan from the prequels is that in Episode 1, he was boring. In Episode 2, he was decent. And in Episode 3, he was absolutely incredible. Ewan's performance in Revenge of the Sith gave so much depth to the character of Obi-Wan, with great acting skills, and a great comparison to Alec Guinness from A New Hope. I think his performance in Revenge of the Sith is one of the best acting performances in all the Star Wars movies. I 100% want Ewan to be Obi-Wan once again, and I feel he is the only one who should be playing him, if there's the movie. So with Ewan now being 45 years old, where do you put him in the Star Wars timeline? In between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope is definitely the timeline that should be chosen. Ewan is at the perfect age to play a middle-aged Obi-Wan between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So what would the plot of this movie be about? With Obi-Wan supposedly watching over Luke in between the times of Episode 3 and 4, I think the plot with someone going after Luke would be a great idea. Maybe a bounty hunter is sent out to kill Luke, and Obi-Wan must protect Luke from being killed. If we got the bounty hunter idea, I would definitely want a new and unique bounty hunter rather than shoehorning in a past bounty hunter such as Boba Fett for unnecessary fan service. For the tone of this movie, I would really enjoy a more laid-back and easygoing movie, rather than a fast-paced action movie. It would be really cool seeing Obi-Wan's daily life on Tatooine and seeing how connected to the Force he still is. So in conclusion, I think seeing an Obi-Wan anthology movie with Ewan McGregor would be the perfect idea. But the question is, will it happen? I believe there is a high possibility of this movie happening. The existence of this movie has been discussed numerous times ever since Disney bought Star Wars. One thing that makes me believe of the high possibility of this happening is an Ewan McGregor interview by Collider. The interviewers asked Ewan if he had spoke to Kathleen Kennedy about this movie happening.
So, have you met with her? Have you had the conversations?
I'm not sure that I'm at liberty to say, really. But I think that I'm very interested in doing that. That would be great.
Ewan's response with saying he was not allowed to talk about it made me really believe that he had spoke to Kathleen. I'm sure he would have just said no if he hadn't spoke to her. So thanks for watching my video. Let me know in the comments if you think we should see an Obi-Wan movie or not, or leave some other suggestions on other Star Wars spin-off and anthology movies that we should see. Solo Trooper, out.